you a landowner, a farmer or a land manager who's looking to diversify your business?
Or perhaps you're looking for a business opportunity for your family members or your children.
Or would you like to earn an extra income with very minimal effort?
If so, this video could be for you.
So, time for some introductions. This is Jason Hudson. He's a wildlife and landscape photographer who came runner-up in the World Landscape Photographer of the Year competition. So he is our technical and photography expert.
And this is Paula Mould, a wildlife, nature and enthusiast and photographer, and also an expert maths and English teacher. And she will be providing a lot of the facts and figures that we'll be using on this project. And of course, we shouldn't forget our trusty dog, Sky, the Kelpie Collie Cross, who will come with us on most of our adventures. And together, we are Wildlife Hides and Surveys.
Were you aware that photographers are happy to pay £100 per session to hire a wildlife photography hide? So let's say you hire out your hide for £100 per session, and on average you may want to hire it out for 4 sessions a week, which would be £400 per week. And let's say that you hire it out for 30 weeks per year. That's a grand total of £12,000 extra income for you per year. Now, there's nothing to say that you can't hire it out for more sessions, or you may want to have more than one hide.
Paula and I recognise the challenges of recent changes in legislation brought about by biodiversity net gain targets and also the recent changes to inheritance tax laws. We do think that there is a significant benefit to be had from creating a wildlife hide to offset two of those obligations.
Many of you may find that you've got small patches of land that are unsuitable for agricultural purposes.
If you see the land behind us here, you can see there's a lot of cattle in the field adjacent to this small pond. But the small pond itself and the little building are probably unsuitable for agricultural development.
So, this here is absolutely ideal, although it may look a little bit dilapidated at the moment. With a small amount of renovation, this could be your ideal hide. As part of our research whilst establishing our company, we've come across quite a few potential concerns that landowners and farmers may have. The first one is the misconception that you may feel there are going to be hundreds of people on your land, unsupervised. That is absolutely not the case. Most wildlife hides will hold 2 to 3 people at a maximum, and you would be in control completely of who is accessing your hides through a bookable system at any point.
Second point that we've heard us raise as a point of concern is that it may interfere with your daily farm business. And again, we can manage that. We can listen to what you've got to say in terms of when you wouldn't want people accessing your farm. It may be, for instance, during lambing season when it's particularly busy for you, that you wouldn't want people coming to a wildlife hide, and you can arrange that through the booking system to ensure that it has a minimal impact on your day-to-day farming business.
So another concern that you may have is that you might think this is going to be too much hassle. We understand that landowners and farmers are incredibly busy people, and that's why, after the initial establishment of your hide, there is very little else for you to do. There will be the upkeep of things like feeding stations and maybe filling up tea and coffee, but apart from that, this can just be part of your normal daily routine.
And the final concern that we've had expressed to us is about the expense of purchasing a hide. Well, firstly, you may have the skills, ability and materials on your farm to build a hide yourself. We can of course advise on what that might look like. Even if you have to buy a purpose-built or a bespoke hide, the initial outlay cost can easily be recouped in a number of months by hiring out the hide to members of the public at the rates that we've talked about. So we do think this is a sustainable model that will give you a significant financial return for many years to come.
So what is it that we actually do? Well, the first part of our service is that we will come and do an in-depth wildlife survey of your land, using, of course, your knowledge to assist us, and we will use drone footage and wildlife cameras in order to do that.
We'll try to optimise the times when we do the survey to capture seasonal moments, such as these wonderful bluebells behind us, as part of the footage that we capture. We'll document all the animals that we find and we'll present them to you in a wildlife survey document with some recommendations about where we think would be optimal places to place wildlife hides. As a landscape and a wildlife photographer, my job is to ensure that we advise you the best places to put hides that will give maximum benefit to photographers when they come. Looking at the background, looking at the lighting, looking at the position within the woodland or the river to ensure that you get the maximum benefit and the people who visit your hide get a wonderful experience.
Another part of the service that we provide is our ongoing commitment to support you through your wildlife hide journey. So that is anything from the initial setup of your hide to things like supporting you with your marketing suite and social media to make sure that you get the most from your particular wildlife hide.
So if what you've heard has whet your appetite and you're looking for a team to help you develop this, you need look no further than Paula and I. We have the innovation, the professionalism and the habitat-loving nature to help you bring this project to life.
And what's more, as an introductory offer, we're offering the first 5 farms or landowners to sign up to one of our surveys a 50% discount.
So if you want to hear a bit more, the contact details for getting in touch with us will be at the end of this video. So you can pause it, get our contact details, get in touch, and we look forward to meeting you in the very near future. Thanks for watching.